but next up we have Amanda Halpin. I don't know what accent she's going
Let me just get myself up and running here. I'm a bit more bland. Thank you. Thanks very much for having me. And Katrina, wow. Like, talk about having a growth mindset. You just keep learning. Please. Like, we all need to take a leaf out of your book. Yes. Well, my name's Amanda Halpin. I'm not a developer. I'm the type of person who's, when people say, oh, you're a woman in tech, I'm like, I suppose I am. But I've kind of just background meandered into tech quite randomly. It was 2009, just finished college. Nothing, the crisis, the crash had happened. There was no jobs. I've just finished a BCom International in Dublin. And I saw an ad on Indeed for an internship at Google. Yeah, so Jennifer, nice to see a familiar face. So it was an internship in the accounts payable team. And the only course that I failed in college was accounting. I was like, okay, I'm going into the accounts payable team. But to be honest, it was fine. It was process improvement. It was great. It was a 3-month internship, turned into 9, 12 months. And then I got converted, as they used to call it. Yeah. So I became a Googler. Many guises there. I went from the internship into administrative business partner. So as an admin, best learning experience of my life. I got to sit in exec meetings. I was admin business partner for some of the senior directors at Google who were making all these high-powered decisions. And here I was taking notes, and then they were asking for my opinion, which was quite intimidating. But one of the leaders there, who's still there, Ian Loughran, I learned a very valuable lesson from him, which was go where the growth is. So that's what I did. I went into ad sales. I was there in Dublin for many years. Then the old harsh relationship, partner moved to Galway. I'm like, what am I going to do? So, I had to make the decision to leave Google. But before I did, I was like, I'm going to go west. I'm actually just going to keep going. So I went to New York for a year with Google, working with very, very demanding ad agencies, working on online media strategies. And then, I came here. So started in Alto Cloud, which got acquired by Genesys, and kind of leads me all to AI. So at the end of the day, I actually have been working in AI for about 10, 12 years, but I actually didn't realize it. So a lot of the ad tech has AI built into it. And we just said, oh, the system just figures it out, we will change your bids. And the system, it knows because the weather's bad to up your bid or whatever. So, in marketing, AI has been used, and it's, definitely in the forefront in the contact center space, which that's what Genesys is in, not so much, when I started 6 years ago, they were like, AI, what? Makes decisions? No, I want to make those decisions. And we have moved on. So I'll just quickly go on to how we approach AI at Genesys. So as I said, when I joined Genesys, everyone was like, "Ooh, AI, are you really going to predict who we're going to talk to on our website?" I was like, "Yeah, it's great, it's amazing." But actually, what's happened is, we had our chat GPTs, we've had Google Gemini. So it's like AI's gone mainstream now. So there's a lot of new expectations. Like 5 years ago, when I said I worked in AI, all my friends were like, "Huh? What's that?" And now they're like, "Oh yeah, content generation, ChatGPT, all that great stuff." So it has been great. The big powerhouses has really accelerated this. But what's happened is, a lot of executives out there, are just like, I need AI, even though they don't know the use case. They don't know what they want. They don't know the problem they're trying to solve. And then, obviously vendors like us, they're like, yes, we have the technology, we know what we're doing, But everyone is feeding into this hype because, you know, it's a bit of a money grab at the moment. There's a lot of money that people want to invest into AI, and it will go into the right places once you speak to the right vendors like Genesys. So yeah, it's a really interesting space to work in at the moment. Not only that, like, you need to have your users, you know, first and foremost in your thoughts and, you know, in everything that you do. So what do our users expect? So customers of contact centers, when they are ringing their bank because their PIN, they've been locked out of their PIN, or, you know, if they're ringing their telco provider because they want to cancel their service, they want those people to know exactly who they are, what their needs are. They want to be contacted and connected to the right person, and they want all that context. And that's what AI can actually deliver. And then the agent, that person taking that phone call, they're not going to know everything. You know, they're probably ferociously opening 10 different documents trying to find the answer. So we can use AI to help them, and we can also use AI with the post interaction work as well, which is amazing. So here's how, like Genesys, we have developed AI for many years now, you know, at least 6 years. And there's kind of 4 different areas that we work in, and it's always evolving. So we're using AI to predict. So for example, what is the next best action for the person on your website? Do you want to offer them a chatbot if they're stuck? Do you want to offer them some content? If they want to talk to an agent, how do you actually match the customer with the right agent based on business outcomes? So we're using AI to predict basically rules, routing, and engagement. Automation. So chatbots have been around for a while, but they're actually evolving and advancing so well. So now we can actually call them virtual agents. So they should be able, and you know, they are evolving even more to do end-to-end interactions. So helping with your FAQs. So if I ask my local Duns, what are your opening times? I don't need to talk to someone. I just need to know that. And that, you know, virtual agents are there to help automate, help customers self-serve. But you know, we do need humans. We're all humans. We all need jobs. And so, you know, it's not replacing, it's augmenting. And that's where co-pilots are coming in. So co-pilots is the new buzzword in the industry. You know, Microsoft have them, we have them, everyone has them, because basically it's using AI to assist your employee. So in our instance, if I'm in a contact center and I get a really complex question, AI will help me answer that question. It'll show me information that I can just relay to the customer. It might kick off a workflow. So for example, if my washing machine is broken and the agent needs to log a ticket, it can, you know, help do that straight away. And then the post-call stuff, so summarization, unreal. Summarization, like in so many different use cases, but back to my time at Google, the amount of work on the post-call work, you know, justifying, like, this is what I talked to the customer about, and these are the products they're interested in, these are the next steps. AI can just do that all for you. It's amazing. So cool. Game changer. And then finally optimizing. So like finding those insights and then putting them into action. You know, like there's no point in having an insight. Well, if it's valuable, put it into action. If it's not valuable, then just forget about it. So obviously there's different types of AI being developed at Genesys to enable all these capabilities and use cases. You've got conversational, you know, chatbots, voice bots, looking at semantic search, NLP, NLU, generative buzzword at the moment. But yeah, as I said, content creation, like the summarization is unreal, extracting information from the content, and then actually generating content and, you know, generating bot flows, for example. Predictive, you know, this has been around for some time, so using ML, you know, we all know about that, but yeah, enabling to do like the next best thing based on predictions. And then experience management, so looking at potential friction points in the journey on an aggregate level, and then being able to basically optimize those journeys, basically. So yeah, that is, oh yes, before I close, very important. We've all seen the little snafus. We've seen chatbots give illegal advice. We've seen chatbots curse at customers. You will not find that with the Genesys AI bot. 100%. Reliability, stability, security. Yes. So, you know.
100% reliability. You're allowing yourself to something.
But you know, like we might go a little, yeah, exactly. Like we might go a little bit slow and steady, but that's because like there's a lot of jeopardy. You know, if your chatbot starts swearing at someone, you're putting a brand's recognition at risk, and you're going to get blacklisted from the procurement at that company. So, you know, it really does. And, you know, we don't want to make AI for the sake of it. It needs to have value. It needs to have empathy. You know, at the end of the day, we're not robots. We need to have privacy. Number one, we need to have security. You know, we need to be telling our customers what's in our models as well. So being transparent, and then obviously reducing bias and hallucinations. So these little hiccups don't happen, and no one wants to be in the press for the wrong reason. And you know, that's why I'm very proud. Like when I was working at Google, they would have the same ethics standards as well. So you know, it is very important, and that's why I'm proud to be in the AI space at Genesys. So that's it.